Apologies for the feed earlier. We had some really, really bad technical issues. We had some issues with recording. The audio was perfect, but the visuals were freezing, so there's a frame rate problem. Now, you might notice a slight delay. I've been tweaking a few settings because I'm wanting to make sure that we're dealing with lagged frames properly, so that means just tweaking a few of the quality settings. So you might see a slight dip in visual fidelity, but that's just to overall improve the performance of the stream. I mean, it doesn't look bad to me right here, but if you guys notice any problems with the stream, please tell me, because I can get on it and try and fix it. So what we're doing. So, right now, we have our Protection Paladin. So, bit of a brief interlude of what we've been doing lately. This is Paladin. He is a Lightforged Draenei Protection Paladin. What I've decided to do is I've gone back to my roots a little. So, Proct Paladin is what I main throughout Burning Crusade, Wrath, Cataclysm, Pandaria, Warlords of Draenor. So, I'm going back to that. And as a result of that, it just means that I'm going back to tanking. I've joined the guild I used to be part of. So I've gone back to my old guild, which is an awesome feeling because they're all still here. And it's great. So I've gone back to my roots of playing the tank, playing the paladin, and so now we're what we're gonna do is we're gonna just play some good old-fashioned tanky, as old balls to the wall gameplay. We're gonna go smash some faces. Frame rate looks fine, dude. Overall visuals look normal to me. Yeah, no worries. Well, basically, most people will know because you're in the UK. We've had some internet issues over here in the last 24 hours, and earlier on I had a problem with my upload, so I didn't know. And my stream, I went to upload on YouTube. Fucking terrible. I mean, it's still up there because the audio's fine and you can listen along with what I'm doing. But at the same time, it was really bad. I have no idea why. So I'm just going to... yeah, I'm just checking my stream now. I'm checking my live feed. Yeah, everything looks absolutely fine. We're good. I'm going to start questing now. I'm going to stop rambling and start questing. But internet problems abound in the UK at the minute, so if we do start experiencing issues, just give me a flag it to me, and I can get on making a fix. Yeah, my rank is inactive for some reason, which is strange. Okay, so we got to... do we find Gidwin, or do we... Yeah, Gidwin. Let's go find Gidwin. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's doing okay. And I hope that we're all surviving this quarantine. And it's I hope everyone's surviving this quarantine. I'm surviving on quarantinis, by which I mean beer. There is a slight delay on the chat. Let's have a look here. Okay, so they've sorted that out. And yeah, so I've gone back to my old guild. I've gone back to my old server and gone back to my old class, and I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. Which is a really pleasant surprise. I was just checking that the feed looks fine. Oh, the family? The family's good. Beatrice is in bed. Esther's still awake. Chloe's downstairs. Watching, I believe it's Killing Eve, which I haven't actually watched yet. And because I've not got into watching it yet, I don't want to, like... You know, I don't want to start halfway through a season of something I've got no idea what's going on. So I went to do my stream. I was expecting to be, you know, a lot longer fixing the internet issues, but it looks like they've resolved themselves with the few sort of performance tweaks I gave to the stream output earlier. They're only very minor tweaks, but it looks like it's sort of patched over the bit bumpy internet that we've got at the minute due to having a service outage last night. I think that's what's caused it. I used to work in broadband, so... Where's his Goodwin's prayer book? Ah, it's there. Okay, good to hear. Good, man. I mean, I'm glad to see as well in terms of that's happening in the world at the minute. It looks like we might be on the downward slope. Might be on the downward slope of everything that's happening, which would be excellent news. We just gotta hope that it stays that way, and we'll be out of this before anything happens. You know, we'll be out of this before we know it, and that's what I mean. We'll be out of it. It'll be all over, and we can all put this terrible experience that the isolation has been behind us. I mean, I myself, one thing that I'm thankful for during this period is I've got so much done around the house and spent so much time with my kids. And on top of that, I'm grateful for the fact that it finally made me muster up the testicular fortitude to actually start streaming. Hey, how's it going, Lord Arbiter? How you doing? Thanks for coming to check us out again.
We will persevere.
You didn't see him, or where could he have gone? This is my fault. I ignored his warnings, his complaints, everything. I couldn't help myself. I saw the Scourge just beyond the tower, and I had to go kill them. Hey, Klepto, how's it going, dude? Oh, not got a drink? Good old OJ Belgian beer. Strong, 8%.
Salama Ashalanore.
Nice to see so many people in the chat starting to hang out together. This is really, really positive. This is what I want. I want to get a little community going. And Battlefield, this is Lord Arbiter. And this is Klepto. So these are two of my other friends. And you two, this is Battlefield. This is a guy called Colin Lubo. We used to work at games together. One of the coolest guys I've ever met. Showed me the ropes and made working at games such a good fucking laugh. Honestly, he did. Yeah, OJ, premium Belgian beer, 8.5%. It does the trick. Makes me feel good inside. Also, I got a coffee grinder off one of my friends the other day. He sent me one because he's just super kind and it's dope. He sent me a DeLonghi Burr coffee grinder for fresh coffee beans, and sent me some coffee beans because he found out I was using a cheap coffee grinder. And he, honestly, it's awesome. And so my anxiety juice has got a whole lot better. I've been drinking anxiety juice and making very strong espressos all day, so the idea of some alcohol to kind of slow down my rapidly increasing heart rate today is really nice. I love this, like, part... They needed to do more quests like this, where what was going on was, like, you actually ride a caravan along with a few other travelers. So, guys, like, here can... This is Dawn Shield. This is a high elf. Time is wasting, Taradon. Every minute we waste goes... Oh, yeah, because one of the Paladins has gone missing.
We will have justice.
That's a Horde player who's 120. No doubt he's probably going to try and murder me in a few minutes. He will murder me in a few minutes. Video streaming settings on the low-end PC. That's good, dude.
I am honored.
Please, I ask for your help. This is, yeah, this is a high elf, right? This isn't a blood elf. It's called Wretched Hive of Scum and Villainy. Oh, okay, Star Wars reference. There we go.
You got my attention.
Got a Void Elf here. Xylan. A Argent Officer. Oh, that's good. Did that work for you? Did that work for you, dude? Where's that binging noise? So I have no idea. Bing bong. So Scourge, Siege Engineer, beaten. Discover Gidwin's location. Discover Gidwin's captor. And we've got to... What's this one? What's number 1? Quillith and Wretched. Yeah. So I've got to kill some Wretched as well. Give it a test, man, when you can. It might work for you. Sometimes it's not that your PC... There's nothing probably wrong with your PC. Just doesn't like the settings that you're using.
Too far away.
I like being a paladin because I get to just melt some faces. Given that the Lightforged Draenei are built like actual fridge people, I should have called him Chadadin, but I didn't, because obviously I like a lore-relevant name like Taradun, which is like a proper Draenei name. The Wretched, yeah, they're up here. They're in the village. I've got to, like, run up to the village. It's nice to see so many people coming into the stream and talking to one another. It really is. It's nice to see because I'm happy to see that. Rather than it being kind of quiet, it's really nice to actually see. It's nice to actually see a group of people starting to form together to talk. This is what I'm hoping to expand on. So if anyone knows anybody who might like this stream, by all means tell them to check it out. Not like not for shameless self-promotion, but mainly because I'd like to get more people in the chat to start like a little community going. Because eventually, like, we could always start doing endgame. If anyone, like for example, any WoW players out there who you might know who might want to get involved with doing some endgame content on a stream, stuff like that. Or even if you just think anyone might enjoy watching the stream and getting involved. Wish my streams were like yours, to be honest. Really, dude? How come? Is it just... I mean, my streams... Oh, I'm still trying to build up a community around my streams. I really want to, like... I want to double down on... I'm enjoying streaming, and I'm not doing it for popularity, but I want to double down on forming a community now. I want to double down on getting more people involved. To be honest, now I've joined my old guild who I raided with and played with for the best part of a decade. I'm going to try and start getting some of them involved on stream stuff, to be honest. Just say, come on, we'll do some mythics and shit when I get to max level, and we'll stream it. Sweet, sweet nectar. Ooh. Okay, so here we need to siege engineers, and we need to find the location of the little dwarven paladin who got his ass beat and taken away. I know what I'm sure I've done. I get me one person watching 5 minutes and they don't chat and don't want to buy. Yeah, it's a bit lonely. No, I know what you mean, man. There's times where my streams go quiet too. I mean, I keep meaning to tune in, but I tend to be dealing with the kids at the time. But I will make sure to come and do that, and I will come in and chat. I'll make sure to come and do that, dude. And I'll try and bring people along with me, see if there's anybody. I'll make sure to share it and say anyone who likes art, come and check this out. I need to... Siege engineers, but these aren't siege... Oh, these are... The skeletons are the siege engineers. That's not what I was expecting. I was expecting like a necromancer character model or something. It is a great idea. I think streaming is definitely the way to go. I think that what people don't realize is that streaming, even if you're only streaming to a handful of people, you can give people that sense of doing stuff with people, especially if they're isolating by themselves. And it's like, I think that is something that you can't put a price on, especially a number. You can't go, oh well, I only get X amount of viewers. I think that what you're providing is either the entertainment or the entertainment factor, or alternatively just a voice, so somebody doesn't feel so lonely. And I think that's great, especially what's going on in the world right now. Lord Arbiter, I think what you're going to need to do is, I'm sure you'll be able to get them to work, you just need to have a look into what's going on. There'll be some technical hitch that's happening. The Plaguewood is too big, your friend is gone, you will never find him. Okay, so... She will never return the dwarf to you. Who, like a banshee or a lich? Baroness Anastari. Hidden him well, okay.
I require a target.
Let's see. I think that the fun thing about streaming is that, like, especially for me, is that I don't get a lot of time to really play games with people. So by streaming and people coming to watch, it's as if the people are playing the game with me. And the fact that people are coming in to just sit and watch me, I just really appreciate. People are giving their actual time to me to entertain them. And to be honest, I thought I was too boring to stream. I'll be honest with you, that's not me feeling sorry for myself, that's just the honest truth. I was like, who the hell's gonna watch me? But obviously you guys are coming in, and I know you guys are my buddies, but like, it still means no less than a stranger to me. You know, it means a lot that you're supporting your friends, and I really appreciate that. So now we need to find Terranar's Sunstrike within the Plague Woods. Yep, so it's definitely... Oh, the music just got really intense. Okay, what's this? What does he want? Obtain a patch of Duskwing's fur. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go do the Blind Fury quest, because I want to do the main storyline before we hit level 60, because then we're going to go to Outland. So we got like a level and a bit to go for that. I'm going to assume the Necropolis is probably where he's been kept. Gidwin. If I know the Scourge, this is the... I went to Plague Woods. The Necropolis is probably a good place to start. Whether or not he's in this Necropolis or another one. Maybe that one over there. I can see another Necropolis in the distance. Two Necropoli in the distance. That's one can of suds down. Need to find Tarinar. Is it Tarinar? Yeah. Because what we've been doing with the Argent Crusade here is we've been following two trainee paladins. And one of them's been kidnapped by the Scourge, and Tarinar, his friend, is looking for him. And we're in the Plaguewood, so this is probably where this is where Tarinar is, yeah. So
Victory lies ahead. The reckoning.
and we know it's a Baroness, so it's either a Lich or a Death Knight that's got him.
Our enemies will fall. Remember the sunrise.
Yeah, there's two Necropoli here. There's a Blood Elf Death Knight here.
You need something?
Scourged Mass.
See you around.
Okay, so this is... What's this? So, we gotta... Settings to adjust better overall. No, you're right, dude. You're right. The PS4 is really difficult to stream from, if you ask me, at least, in my opinion. Which is why I went straight for the, This is Strathholm. If anyone's played Warcraft 3, then you'll know Strathholm from Arthas deciding to purge the city. This entire city must be purged. Let's see. So we've got to go to the Necropolis. It's a Death Knight. Carathis Dark Rune. Alright, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, we got to fight a Death Knight. Fair enough.
I need to target something first.
So we free one of the Darrowshire spirits, I believe, here? Yeah. Go inside and cleanse the area. Oh. Yeah, Necromancer. So we've got to look for some abominations, because we've got to kill some golems. It's what you might call a bruh moment. So let's mount up. Get our Lightforged Fell Crusher. We're going to go to the other Necropolis. Not this one. It's one over here. That's that other Necropolis right there. I love the Scourge and the Plague stuff. This is so cool. This just gives me the Lich King vibes, and I'm so glad that with Shadowlands we're going back to that vibe. Like the whole death entities... new Call of Duty, lol. Oh, yeah. I had some problems with my new Call of Duty in terms of, like, my streaming software just wasn't handling it well at all. And I managed to get it working, and then my game was being stupid. Like, I don't know, Call of Duty just seemed a little off, but Modern Warfare is one of those games I only go back to every so often. Oh, by the way, guys, have you watched the new Assassin's Creed Ragnarok trailer? They released a full trailer and it looks amazeballs. Like, it's the first Assassin's Creed game I've looked at and gone, I'm gonna go buy that when it comes out. Omissum Blighthoof. Oh, Tauren Death Knight, okay. Mainly just because Vikings, but you know. I'm definitely gonna play it, and I'm probably gonna stream the campaign. I've played a Death Knight for years, and this is a very, very bad Death Knight. So we've got to take the Baroness's missive. Make clips from great gameplay I capture on Facebook and Twitter. Ah, well, you know, whatever works, man. I mean, for me, all I do is stream and then upload my streams to YouTube in parts. That's literally all I do. But I'm going to create some more YouTube exclusive content, which I might stream as I'm making it. Like, I want to do some videos talking about, for example, lore aspects of the game. Maybe reactions to certain things within the lore when Shadowlands comes out, or just Shadowlands discussions, theory crafting. So, I mean, Let's Plays are good, which I start doing them, but also, like, I want to do some more WoW exclusive content, so stuff about the lore, stuff about the, sort of the intricacies of the game, and not so much how to be good at the game, because I don't think I'm very good at the game. I'm just kind of, I've played it long enough to know what I'm talking about. But at the same time, I'd like to make some more WoW exclusive content that goes into the lore or goes into aspects of the game that I really like, or speculation, but obviously I need to garner the sort of following to make that content relevant. That was a slightly sexual noise. So we've got to find, so Stinking Skulls, Darrowshire Spirits, and we got to burn some abominations. I don't feel like we've got enough of them here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Taranar and hand in the main quest, because I feel like wherever we're going within the Plaguewood, we're going to complete those objectives. Anu Belore Delana. Level 59.
Farewell.
See, I know I used to play a lot of Blood Elf when I first went to the Horde for a bit. So I know, like, it's so cringe. But it's like my two favorite races, the Blood Elf and the Draenei. I know that Halo lore might be a good idea. That has a plenty. Oh, Halo lore is amazing. Especially when you get into, like, the deep lore in terms of, like, the ancient humans. You get into the Foreigners. I also like the theory crafting around the precursors. And it's like Warcraft lore. There's so much Warcraft lore to go at. But then also it's like there's a lot of speculation because we're on the cusp of a new expansion coming out later this year. There's a lot going on in this game that we can speculate about. So we have a lot of info on the Shadowlands that's cool and makes sense, but also what the hell is going on? It's kind of the consensus. Like, a lot of this makes sense, but also what? It's like, okay, so the jailer is like the Lich King's badass older brother, but what? Did the jailer... So there's a lot of stuff within the Warcraft lore that's not going to be changed, but or retconned even, and it's like, it's just going to be expanded upon, and I like that, because they're not changing the lore, they're adding to it. They're not saying, oh, this never happened, this isn't a thing. What they are doing, however, is they are going, well, there's a bit of a further context behind this thing. So, like, for example, where did the Nathrazim get the Helm of Domination? Where did the Nathrazim get Frostmourne? And they had them crafted in the Shadowlands, in the Maw, no doubt, by the jailer. Or, well, the jailer's armorsmith, which means that when the Lich King sort of inherited some of the jailer's powers on it, Azeroth, it makes sense. Like, it makes good sense. Like, it's not like an ass pull. Baron Bloodbane. And people going, oh, Shadowlands is an ass pull. It's like, no, it isn't. And the reason Shadowlands isn't an ass pull, this is not me sticking up for Blizzard unnecessarily, because they've done enough shady business to make me not have to stick up for them, because there's things that annoy me about Blizzard, as much as I love their games. No, but what I am going to say is that it's not an ass pull, because it's just lore that hasn't been implemented into the game. It's lore that has been left ambiguous, and now they're expanding on it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I see a lot of people screaming about it on the forums, like, oh, this is ruining the lore. It's like, no, it's not. And here's my argument for why it's not ruining the lore. I'm very much a very guarded do not retcon World of Warcraft where possible, because I think the lore is fine. It doesn't need to be retconned. So when someone starts screaming retcon when it isn't one, I think it's irritating. So we know that the Burning Legion indirectly created the Lich King, because the Nathrazim created the Lich King. Kil'jaeden created the Lich King itself, but Nathrazim made the armor in Frostmourne. But we don't know how the Nathrazim did this, we just know that they did it. So rather than going, well, the Nathrazim didn't do it then, it's like, no, they did. They went and they got somebody in the Shadowlands to make them this armor, and to make them this, to tether the Shadowlands to the realm of the living. It makes perfect sense. People going, oh, it's a stupid thing, they're retconning it. It's like, just because it wasn't explained or wasn't a thing before doesn't mean it's a retcon. It just means that they've gone back and gone, well, we can give further context to this. We can give further credence to this. So what they're doing is in my eyes, they've not ruined anything, or they've not changed the lore to a point that's negative. All they've done is given further context behind the actions of certain characters. And there are people on the forums. World of Warcraft suffers from the we don't like change people. I mean, a lot of games do, where they sort of expand the lore or go into something that wasn't discussed before. And there's the whole why you changing thing. It's like, we're just expanding the story. And I just find it so tiring, because you can't argue with them, because they're not looking for an argument. They just start screaming about how awful Blizzard are at writing story, and that's it. You can't argue with them because they just go, no. But yeah, Halo lore might be a shout. Warcraft lore, Halo lore, you name it. Any game with good lore that I like the lore of, I will definitely jump into. So Halo lore is one of them I could look at. Warcraft lore. And there's a lot of lore for both of those things that I could definitely react to. Or at least give my 2 pennies on, because there's a lot of lore that I think... What I like is when the lore isn't so concrete that there's no room for speculation or theory crafting. So for example, in Warcraft, it's like, what was this? So, I know barbecue has arrived and ready for you when the shit's over. I will bring alcohol aplenty, my bro, when it's happened. I'll bring beer aplenty, don't you worry. Bring beer and some 80s glam metal. You can't please everybody, no, that's what I mean. And I've always said this about Blizzard. The problem with Blizzard is that they have such a big community that it's like Halo. You will, no matter what you do to evolve or move the game forwards, so for example Warcraft, to expand the lore, to add new lore, or for Halo to change the way the game plays to make it more palatable for a modern audience, you can't please everyone. And as a result of that, what happens is there's a small but very vocal minority of players you will alienate by making any changes to any game. So you will get detractors no matter what you do in a game. You will get detractors no matter how you change the lore, no matter how you change the gameplay. There will be somebody who does not like what you've done because it's different, or because it's not what they wanted. It's not on their wish list. So it wasn't on their Halo Infinite wish list, or it wasn't on their WoW Shadowlands wish list. And the thing is, what game developers need to remember is you don't have to please those people, because those people are already looking for a reason to dislike your product. They were already looking for a reason not to like what you were putting out. If the first thing they do is complain, it's because they were looking for a reason to complain. So, make of that what you will, but that's my opinion. I think that, There are people who love to complain and love to not like things. So you can't please everybody because some people will not be pleased no matter what you do. It's that simple. And if you could please everybody, then you would have unlocked the secret to completely unlimited success. World of Warcraft will be the only... Put it this way, the way I see it, if you could please everybody, World of Warcraft will be the only video game anyone played ever. If Blizzard could please everyone, no one would play any other video game other than World of Warcraft. If Halo had done it, no one would play anything other than Halo. You go to different games for different things, and there's going to be a drawback to every game that you play, in some way, shape, or form. My favourite game is World of Warcraft. That's a fact. But like, that doesn't mean that I think this game's perfect. Far from it. I think there's plenty they could do to improve this game. But also, for me, what they do right about this game outweighs by far the things that they don't do for me in this game. And what's sickening about the WoW community sometimes is that all they ever seem to do is focus on what Blizzard have done wrong or what Blizzard aren't doing, not what they have accomplished with what they've done. Yeah, exactly, man. I also firmly believe that it's important to not be a people pleaser and to stick with your vision. So you don't have to please everybody, because pleasing everybody means you're sacrificing your integrity. That's my opinion. Oh, we got a little cinematic. You'll never get away with this, you ugly stinking witch. Oh, is she trying to convert him into a Death Knight? Okay, that was weird. I think the whole point is you can't be a people pleaser and still stick with your artistic vision for something. So, if you bend over and accept just willingly to do whatever anyone wants you to with a video game, then all you're doing is sacrificing your integrity. So, oh, well, the community just wanted us to do this, so we're just going to do it, even though it goes against what we want for the game. Nah, man. Tell the community they're fucking wrong. The customer is always right, except when they're wrong. And when they're wrong is when they want something that's not reasonable. Or that would be a regression.
You got my attention. Safe travels.
So we saved Gidwin Goldbraid.
What can I do for you? Before the line.
We still got some stuff to do here. We're going to hit level 60, I think. Because once we hit 60, we're doing the Outlands. We've still got a few of these to kill. It certainly feels good to be playing a Paladin again. And good to be tanking again. We're going to do some dungeons in a little while. Don't worry. We'll do some actual tanking content in a little while. I just want to get some quests done. I actually wanted to quest in the game because so far I've just been spamming dungeons. Sure, it's faster, but I'm missing out on the main part of World of Warcraft, which is questing, really. Right. Darrow, so we need to kill a few more Scourge, and we're going to kill 3 more of the Abominations. And if you are just joining us, thank you for joining us. As well as the guys who are very consistently coming in and joining us, I think you guys rock. Honestly, I really appreciate the continued viewership. If you know anyone who you think would enjoy this stream, by all means, just drop them a link to it. Tell them to come check it out. Something I always say is that you got to bear in mind the way that the algorithm works on this. So if somebody wants to come check it out, the more people come and view it, the more people will discover it as well. So bear in mind, every time you click on my stream and every time you click to view me, you're helping me out become more discoverable for more people. So it really is a community-driven effort. So the more people that view my stream, the more people will discover my stream, honestly. So thank you, because every single time you view my stream, you're helping bring potentially new viewers in. We'll take the mace. Level 60.
I need to target something first.
So we need to go back to Light's Hope Chapel. We'll select our next mission. So let's go back to Light's Hope. And we're going to do Outland. We may drop by Stormwind to get a new sexy ass transmog. What's the stinky skull maze look like? Let's see the big stinker. Uh-oh. Stinky. Poopy. Please help. So, as a general rule of thumb, how's everybody doing in the chat tonight? How are we all feeling? What games are we playing? Or what we're getting up to in life? What we've been watching on TV? What music we've been listening to? Come on, give me some info. I myself, I've been watching a lot of Paranormal Investigations, listening to a hell of a lot of glam rock, drinking a hell of a lot of beer and Monster, and also making some delicious coffee beans because of my friend. I hear they're going to make a new Battlefield next year, dude. Rumor has it. From what I hear, they're making a new Battlefield game next year. I expect some trailers soon. Seven days. Extraction. Cool. Noted. I need some Netflix to watch. I've been told to watch something called Earthsea. Or something like that. I really like my high fantasy stuff. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a massive fucking nerd, so, you know, indulge me.
Ah, I've been expecting you. Please, come back.
What do you offer?
Journey's End. So these guys are now part of the Argent Crusade. So let's go to the Vindicar. I'll give Extraction a watch. I'll add it to my list, my dude. Yeah, so I'm just going to do one thing while we're doing this. I'm going to cut this part for YouTube, just real quick.